How does the wholesome nice girl on Twitch become one of the most widely hated and controversial streamers on the internet? What were the events, controversies, and disputes that led her cutie facade to crumble? And what happens to the creators who critique, expose, or challenge her? Well, to put it simply, it almost never ends well. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today, we'll be looking into the many victims of Pokimane, the creators who lost or almost lost their career by challenging and critiquing the quote, Queen of Twitch. Looking back at the late 2010s, Pokimane wasn't nearly as much of a controversial figure as she is today, mostly being seen as a wholesome creator who kept herself out of drama. That would be up until October 2018, when Keemstar would make a tweet calling a fully grown SS Sniper Wolf fanboy a quote, virgin. Following the call out, the adult fanboy would delete his entire Twitter account, and Pokimane would reply in a tweet stating, "It's fine to dislike another content creator, but you prob shouldn't hate on innocent fans. Do better, Keem," where Keemstar would reply with a video stating,
Pokey, this is like a full-grown man, and I jokingly called him a virgin. This whole overreaction thing is a bad look for you. Makes me think you're not legitimate. You're not a real person. You're a fraud. You're fake.
The drama wouldn't end here though, as Pokimane would post a video response to Keemstar stating,
"I'm not gonna lie, I laughed pretty hard at the ending of your video because you say that I'm overreacting, yet you called me a fraud just for asking you to be nicer to other people's fans. Who's really overreacting in that situation?"
While the drama was nothing more than two creators arguing over what jokes were appropriate and who the bigger fraud was, it would be what happened after that would be the most controversial. This is where we introduced the first victim of Pokimane, Boblax. At the time, Boblax was a small but up-and-coming content creator who posted internet news and archived internet dramas on his 6,000 subscriber YouTube channel. On the 2nd of November 2018, Boblax would upload a video archiving the situation titled Keemstar vs Pokimane Twitter Fight, Bullying SS Sniper Wolf Fanboy, which was an 11-minute compilation of the dispute between Keemstar and Pokimane. Within a couple weeks of uploading, the video would begin to go viral, gaining Boblax over 500,000 views in one day, as well as almost 2,000 new subscribers. To Boblax, this was a potentially life-changing day, as he would tell me, "I felt ecstatic and motivated when it blew up, not just because of my financial status at the time, but because it was a huge opportunity to bring more attention to my channel and grow with future uploads. I was gaining a lot of subscribers too. 2,000 is a lot in 2018 YouTube. Unfortunately, that success would be cut short after he received a copyright claim and later a copyright strike from Omnia Media, a multi-channel network affiliated with Pokimane. By the 6th of November 2018, Boblax took to Twitter to express his thoughts about the situation. "Gotta love YouTubers, Pokimane, putting false copyright claims on my video and forcing them to be taken down for up to 30 days. What followed was a flurry of tweets and YouTube uploads that detailed the steps Boblax was taking to rectify the situation, from trying to contact Pokimane directly to talking about it to Keemstar and various other YouTubers in hopes of resolving the claim. Although Pokimane's intentions weren't clear, leading Boblax to make various speculations, it was evident that her actions were specifically aimed at this channel, given that other videos using the same clips remained on the platform.
I'm just kind of making this video to show you guys kind of the true side behind some of these YouTubers, because if you think about it, the only reason she took this down is because she didn't want me to have success. And there could be other reasons. It could be like, oh, she doesn't want like 1 million plus people seeing those tweets she made to Keemstar. They're so embarrassing. Why are they still public on her Twitter? Why are other videos showing the same clip that just have less views still on YouTube? If she really didn't want people to see it, why didn't she also claim all those other videos and delete her tweets? Something she has full control over. She can go to her Twitter and delete those tweets and nobody will see it.
To everyone watching Boblax's story unfold, it seemed like Pokimane, a much larger content creator, was abusing her influence to silence a smaller creator from spreading information that she wanted to keep buried. Given the community's strong views on copyright strikes, the situation was perceived as setting a bad precedent for other content creators, and it was only a matter of time before the wave of negativity began affecting Pokimane directly, with a surge of angry comments and exposed videos on her. Due to the claim being unsubstantiated, the strike and copyright claim would be removed by YouTube. However, only 30 days after removing the video from his page, slowing his channel growth, and risking his channel being terminated. Fortunately for Boblax, the public outrage pushed Pokimane to finally reach out to him directly 2 months later. Despite Pokimane not being the one to remove the false strike, Pokimane would get away without any major consequences. And that 6,000 sub creator is now a successful creator with a respectable 300,000 subscribers. Whilst Boblax's situation was coming to an end, a new YouTuber would enter the crosshair for Pokimane's wrath. On the 28th of December, a YouTuber by the name of Fainted uploaded a video to YouTube titled The Dark Side of Pokimane, in which he discussed Pokimane's recent misuse of the copyright system against Boblax, Davsev, as well as alleged hypocrisy.
We're going to be exploring this dark side. Now I want to start off with one of the more fresher controversies surrounding Pokimane. For some reason, she's been slightly out of control recently in regards to striking and removing certain people's YouTube videos. A lot of people don't like this because it comes off honestly as her having some kind of superiority complex. She's using her power to just go ahead and strike people's videos whether it's fair or not. A YouTuber called Boblax took some clips from her Twitter where she was having an argument with Keemstar regarding SS Sniper Wall, and it turned out into one of those crazy Twitter feuds. Literally Pokimane and Keem were both firing selfie videos at each other. So this guy took all the clips from their argument and then uploaded them into a YouTube video, and Pokimane saw it and wasn't a big fan of the fact that he'd taken her tweets and then put them onto a YouTube video. And she just thought, hey, I'm gonna strike this down, boys. I mean, claiming the video is one thing, but actually trying to take it down and issue a strike to his channel is just absolutely ridiculous, and a complete abuse of power regarding YouTube's copyright systems. She hopped into a Discord voice call with a YouTuber called Davsev. I mean, it's a pretty weird name, honestly. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but we're just gonna go with Davsev. This bloke uploads generic Twitch streamer highlights, clips, and compilations. I believe the reason for her originally inviting him for this call was due to him lying in her stream chat, claiming he would gift up to $5,000 worth of subs. Essentially, he was behaving like a bit of a schmuck. So she called him up to discuss what he was doing, and during this call, she comes across his YouTube channel, and you know, it's a bit of a disaster, I've got to be honest. There's some shocking videos on there, mate.
He continued by sharing clips of Pokimane making fun of Davsev's YouTube and Instagram, as she smugly threatened to copyright strike his videos on stream. While Fainted didn't have a problem with Pokimane being harsh to Davsev over using clickbait and publishing barely edited stream clips, Fainted did take issue with Pokimane's attitude towards re-uploads, when a good chunk of her content is her reacting with minimal input.
I'm so sorry that it takes you so much time to go to the top clips on Fortnite and then just right click and save all of them as, and then just like put them all into Premiere and then just like export it. I'm so sorry. Anyways, I'll be taking down some of your videos.
So as you can see from this clip, Pokimane is actually getting triggered by the fact that YouTubers are taking other streamers' content and uploading them as a form of a compilation. I find this painfully hypocritical, considering Pokimane has no issue whatsoever spending literally 30 minutes watching TikTok compilations in her own live stream. And the best bit is, her main source of commentary during this reaction is actually the sloppy moisture from her trough of cabbage leaves.
Fainted argued that Pokimane was unjustly striking the uploads of other creators that featured her content, while she would include entirely unedited clips of other creators' content on her stream. Despite Fainted's points in the video not being rock solid, his message resonated with the viewers and received 3.4 million views in the process. The sudden influx of viewership catapulted Fainted's channel from below 1,000 subscribers to almost 200,000 subscribers. The copyright controversy involving Pokimane and Boblax might have already been resolved by this point, but Fainted's latest upload more than reignited the drama and got YouTubers as big as PewDiePie to talk about it.
She striked this video called Keemstar vs Pokimane Twitter fight, bullying Sniper Wolf fanboy. Now I know about this video because it was pushed everywhere by YouTube. It was basically a Twitter feud between Keemstar and Pokimane. They uploaded videos to each other. I don't know, because Keemstar is illiterate, and for some reason Pokimane decided, yeah, I'll make a video as well. Nevertheless, someone decided to put these two videos in together and upload it on YouTube. Then the YouTube algorithm thought, oh, this is an interesting video that people want to watch, and pushed it everywhere. So basically this Twitter drama became an even bigger drama thanks to the YouTube algorithm. So in a way, I can understand why you want to take down this video, because this selected thing blows up and becomes even bigger thanks to YouTube's system being kind of stupid. At least I can somewhat understand the motivation of trying to take down that video. But the problem here, and the same problem that goes with every single example that I brought up in this video, is that you're just drawing more attention to it. It's the Streisand effect every single time. The more you try and hide something, the more people are gonna find out about it. That's what brought all these examples to light.
Things were getting out of hand and something needed to be done fast if Pokimane wanted to salvage her reputation. And by the 13th of January 2019, Pokimane published a video on her main channel titled My Response to the Copyright Strike Allegations / Dark Side of Pokimane.
Hello friends, there's been a lot of talk recently about copy striking, claiming videos, etc. And I want to sit down, have an open and honest chat with you guys so that nobody feels like I'm just avoiding it or not responding to things. And regardless of whether you're a subscriber of mine or you come from another channel, I hope you watch the full video. I want to try to give you guys my point of view, the facts from my end, and give any type of clarity that I can, because I do think that there are some really important points for me to hit on and own up to, and there are also some misconceptions that I would like to clarify.
The video was mainly Pokimane responding to the point PewDiePie made in his video, talking about her live stream with Davsev and justifying her copyright strikes on Boblax. According to Pokimane, she thought it would lessen the drama around her and Keemstar if she suppressed Boblax's video, also stating that she was within her rights to do so. Unfortunately for Pokimane, hiding the drama only made it worse. And with regards to the Davsev stream, she recognized that she, quote, shouldn't have had that conversation on stream.
The point of this is just to say that was an entirely different scenario and situation where I was well within my right to take down his content, but also in that moment and on that live stream, like, I shouldn't have had that conversation on stream, and it definitely was a moment of frustration that shouldn't have been like publicized in that way, for sure.
As you'd expect, viewers weren't all too pleased with the way she deflected the main issues people had with her use of the copyright system, as well as the fact that her response only came out 2 days after PewDiePie talked about it, with comments stating, "Summary, it wasn't my fault. Imagine being a hypocrite and not bringing up your worst parts," shaking my head. "I didn't attack the way he looked. You cut out the part where he pretended to vomit after he asked you, do you like what you see?" Since making a pseudo-apology didn't work, Pokimane took a different route to resolving the drama, by getting Boblax to arrange a Discord call with him, her, and Fainted.
So, as a lot of people already know, streamers will claim videos that use their content very frequently, like the biggest streamers, Ninja, Shroud, Daquan, whoever else, right? And they will claim not only like full re-uploads, but also things where there's like compilations where it's just like partially their content. They will claim part of that video or the whole video, even if it's just like 1 to 2 minutes and a compilation, but it is using their content. That is a very common thing. Now, under that assumption, if that video is not fair use and they can claim it for revenue, even though it's a compilation, the same thing would apply to Boblax's video. So if compilations are fair use, then literally all the top streamers and what all of the MCNs are doing is incorrect. So that's what pushed me to think a compilation like that with no heavy editing and no commentary is not fair use.
Okay, but you didn't obviously claim it just for monetization. You striked it, which is a different situation.
Yes, but at the end of the day, my point is just whether or not it's fair use.
Pokimane might have been able to put an end to Fainted's critique of her with an interview, but the approach she took to silencing It's a Gundam was vastly different. On the 14th of May 2020, It's a Gundam posted a video titled "Simp Willingly Goes Homeless for Pokimane." The video mostly consisted of It's a Gundam reading tweets and making light of Pokimane's fans who seemed overly dedicated to her.
"I saw your 1K donations to our last stream. That's crazy, bro. I'm still below the top 10 donations. Poke Squad donated a little less this month because 4 months of rent were overdue, but still gotta do it. Poke Squad. Oh yeah, Poke. Oh, she's amazing. What does this one do? Poke is kawaii." Then the next guy goes, "Yeah, man, I get it. My wife's been bugging me about this holiday I promised her like 8 months ago, but the squad comes first. Devoted #Poke Squad." Think about the state of mind you have to be in, where basically you're married, and instead of paying for a vacation that would probably get your wife off your ass, you gave it to Pokimane.
Even though the video was very well received by viewers and everyone managed to get a good laugh out of it, Pokimane was far from amused.
In situations like this, I don't want to keep letting false things run rampant, because most people will not go through the effort of looking up the tweet like I did. And so I have a voice and I want to utilize it to stand up for what I think is right.
Sadly, Pokimane decided to use that voice to attack It's a Gundam's livelihood.
To be fair, I actually can't believe anyone would sponsor these shenanigans. And I will say, for this company to sponsor a video that's literally 20 minutes of talking shit about me, but if you ever reach out to me, if I ever see you in my inbox, on site, on fucking site. Like, no company should do that just about ever. Oh, is this a video where some random dude behind a VR machine calls a girl a thought for 20 minutes? Really want to put my logo on that one. Ha ha!
Complaining about another creator making a video about you is one thing, but attacking their sponsorships for it is a completely different story. Pokimane's reaction to criticism has always been disproportional from the actual critique itself, and it was full on display with how she was willing to treat It's a Gundam. But in the end, Pokimane got what she wanted.
And the sad thing is, I didn't walk away from this unscathed. I had a sponsorship kind of lined up with like a big video game company. Let's just say they're big enough that E3 they had their own press conference and special presentations. Yeah, that kind of went. So I hope you're happy, Poke.
While losing a major sponsorship was a devastating experience for It's a Gundam, it was nothing compared to what happened to Leafy after he crossed Pokimane. It's a well-known fact that Leafy has always been a controversial figure on YouTube, from Twitter beef with Keemstar to entire videos dedicated to insulting iDubbbz. Leafy forged a career for himself around mocking other content creators and thriving off the resulting drama. However, these controversial tendencies would soon become his undoing. On the 30th of July 2020, following a 2-year hiatus, Leafy released a video with the title Content Nuke Pokimane. On the surface, the video was just Leafy criticizing Pokimane for being a popular streamer with lackluster humor, lazy reactions, and horrible responses to any form of criticism. But around 11 minutes into the video, Leafy would make a statement that would spark one of the wildest debates in internet history.
And if you ever happen to come across one of her big time fans, you know, one of those tier 3 subs, just on your way to the grocery store or whatnot, be sure to remind them that she has a boyfriend, because I think that they would really love to hear that little piece of information, and I bet she would too. And you know, a lot of the time she's just reacting to videos, so, you know, I think she could go for some discussion. She wouldn't mind that. I mean, I just think it would be a really interesting topic, and it totally wouldn't completely demolish her entire image in front of her fucking loser fan base.
Now, it's important to remember that Pokimane had kept her relationship status a secret, and to the 2 million people who just watched Leafy's Content Nuke, this revelation came as a complete shock. In typical Leafy fashion, he created the hashtag #PokimaneBoyfriend to further upset Pokimane and her fanbase. Following the video, it immediately went trending on Twitter with almost 10,000 tweets in the first 6 hours, making jokes about Pokimane's tier 3 subs. The hashtag also rekindled hate from other controversies involving her brand, and simultaneously created a feud between YouTubers and Twitch streamers over which job was easier. Although Pokimane tried to play off the drama with tweets like, "It's time to come clean, hashtag #PokimaneBoyfriend," it was obvious the drama was getting to her, and by the 5th of August 2020, she decided it would be best to take a break. Hi friends, since quarantine began, it's been hard for me to find the same joys and motivation for creating content. The things I look forward to the most, like visiting my family, traveling, going to conventions, and meeting some of you, aren't possible right now. I hope you use this message as a reminder to take care of yourselves, disconnect from social media, go outside, pick up a new hobby, and hang in there. See you soon. Love, Imane. However, that didn't stop Leafy from making several more videos revolving around Pokimane. Leafy had brought Pokimane's cutesy image crashing down, and forced her to do something she rarely ever did: apologize.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. This video is to address recent comments and criticisms that I've received. I know this video is long overdue, and I planned a vacation for around this time, but I honestly should not have taken any time off prior to acknowledging or addressing or apologizing for these things. Not only that, but I should have properly apologized when the incidents actually occurred. It shouldn't have taken me this long to come to a proper understanding of how to handle these situations and how to apologize for that, but I hope that I can do that today.
Unfortunately, Leafy's crusade against Pokimane wouldn't come without grave damage to his own career. On the 21st of August 2020, Leafy's 5 million subscriber YouTube channel was permanently terminated, and according to a report from The Verge, it was due to, quote, cyberbullying and encouraging viewers to disrupt other creators' streams. Not long after, in September of the same year, Leafy's Twitch account would be banned for, quote, hateful conduct and threats of violence against a person or or group of people, unquote. No one can say for sure that Pokimane played a role in Leafy using his YouTube and Twitch, but when you look into what happened to Gideon's Twitch account, the similarities become obvious. Gideon had always had a knack for entertaining his viewers, with interesting pranks and trolling antics, but when he decided to apply that same energy towards Pokimane's chat by asking his audience to spam L+ ratio, things didn't go in his favor.
I
Send
hear
people to
when
my
A
stream to spam.
One out in the
L+
bathroom.
ratio. That's
Oh, my
embarrassing.
You
And
okay?
if you get banned, I'm
Nice
not gonna be
shots.
sad. I think I'm gonna end stream because,
I believe that's how it works. I'm pretty sure.
like, as much as I can deal with this, I don't like that people from his community are whispering people on my stream. Like, I'll put up with the bullshit, but I don't want you guys to put up with bullshit, okay?
Damn it.
Pokimane wasn't pleased at all with Gideon's joke, and neither was Twitch. The following day, Twitch issued a 14-day ban to Gideon's account to ensure he didn't mess with their favorite streamer. However, that didn't stop him from continuing to mock Pokimane, as he would change his profile picture to a picture of Pokimane wearing no makeup. In retaliation, Pokimane made her Twitter private and changed her display name to Incel Slayer. This prompted other creators to rush to her defense and call Gideon a quote misogynist. Sad how Pokimane still has to deal with misogyny and harassment in 2022. And it's even more sad how I have to say this publicly because people are afraid to stand up and say that she's being treated poorly because they'll be called a simp. To really drive her point home, Pokimane later went on stream to express her disappointment with how Twitch handled the situation.
I have no clue how someone who was already harassing me on Twitter for like a week got partnered on Twitch. And then during their first stream continued to do that for like an hour and then got a 2-week suspension. Like, is that really the kind of partners you want, Twitch? I don't understand. I feel like that's embarrassing, bro. Oh, and the other thing that really disappointed me, seeing him on a call with Ninja and Ninja like allied with him and saying, oh, like, I'll try to make sure your ban isn't too bad. I guess the reason I bring up the whole Twitch thing is that if you're going to allow this kind of behavior to one of your most prominent streamers, I can't imagine the type of shit that other female streamers get that might completely go unnoticed, or like no action is taken, or like little to no action is taken. I obviously like greatly stand for BLM. I don't want that to be up for debate at all, so I want to make that very apparent. And if we ever do get to a point where we have to block that term, just know it's because it's getting spammed and spammed with inappropriate things and not at all representative of my personal sentiments towards the movement. I'm literally out here just wanting to play Valorant or Minecraft on random evenings, and my existence is turned into like a gender topics debate. I didn't ask for this. Like, even taking myself out of the equation, that's what I find so embarrassing for the platform. Like, this is what you allow? No. This is what you want to partner? You could do better. Like, we as a collective can do better.
Pokimane has very thin skin when it comes to any form of criticism or jokes that are thrown her way, and is even more than willing to use her privileged position on Twitch to take down anyone that offends her. However, Gideon did recognize that he stepped out of line and released a statement to share his thoughts and apologize. Quoting, "Looking back, I did do certain things completely wrong. My ideal content is to always put the joke on me, but I put the joke instead on others, which is going against what I stand for to begin with. I'm not too stubborn to sit back and listen to genuine criticism. It will make me better moving forward." Unfortunately for Gideon, he wouldn't get the chance. Following Pokimane's stream, Twitch changed Gideon's 2-week ban to a permanent one, and there was no doubt that Pokimane had a hand in it.
I was good with y'all boys, bro. So, a lot of you guys already know I got banned on Twitch. My first day being partnered. If you don't know, go look it up real quick. It'll be really easy to find out why. But I'm not here to talk about why I got banned, because I deserve to get banned. It is what it is. I broke TOS. But what I am here to talk about is I'm here to ask Twitch to make it fair. Because when Twitch first banned me, I got a 14-day suspension. But after other people reacted to my ban and voiced their opinion of that not being severe enough, my 14-day suspension went to a permaban, which I feel isn't fair. I feel that Twitch should keep my 14-day suspension, especially for a first-time offense, and not let outside factors determine, me being permabanned.
Despite how bleak and unfair the situation seemed, Gideon wanted to put an end to the negativity, reaching out to Pokimane directly and collaborating with her.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't matter how much beef you have with a person, like, you can always just squash it. Like, cause I don't want the channel just to be about pure beef unless it's about Tyrone. There's just so much more in the world to be worried about than just like negativity and stuff like that. So Pokey kept on calling me Dijon Mustard. So at first I thought it was like a little shot at me, but then I was like, maybe you're just obsessed with it. So I got you a lifetime supply of Dijon Mustard.
Thank you so much. This is gonna be our first, like, trust test.
No, yeah.
You know? Like, stand up.
Oh, trust fall?
Yeah.
Are you really gonna kiss me?
This is our first trust fall.
I'm 250 pounds of pure muscle. Please don't drop me. Oh, okay.
Pokimane has a history of overreacting when it comes to criticism or trolling. She deemed it necessary to copyright claim a video that featured drama she was involved in and showed little remorse years later.
But I was like, maybe if we like kill this, because Scheme had deleted his tweets already. And I was like, I just want this whole drama to be over. Yeah. And I made not the right call, in hindsight, to have that video removed.
Attacked fellow creators' sponsorship opportunities over a joke and manipulated Twitch into banning someone permanently because she thought their initial punishment was too light. It's safe to say that Pokimane has a tendency to take advantage of her position as Twitch's top streamer, to censor or take down anyone she sees as a threat or nuisance. To make matters worse, Pokimane has extended her victimization strategies beyond just harming other creators, and decided to take advantage of her loyal fans with her latest product, Midnight Mini Cookies. At a first glance, this seems like a regular influencer product launch, but once viewers peel back the cutesy facade and marketing hype, they notice a few glaring issues. For one, the added 3 mcg of vitamin D that Pokimane uses to claim the product is healthy is far below the daily required dose for an adult. On top of that, Pokimane claimed they were working on the formula for over 2 years. However, it is almost completely based on a white label product that was discontinued, now being sold for 3 times the price of the original, at $28 per 4 packs of cookies. To add insult to injury, Pokimane made sure to label her fans who called her out on the cookies broke idiots in her latest live stream.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
As you can see, it's $7 for 1 bag of Mina cookies, which at a glance might seem like a better deal than the Costco ones that are $10, until you realize that the Costco ones have 3.5 times more cookies than the ones that Pokimane is selling, evidenced by the weight being 4 ounces on Pokimane's bag and the weight being 14 ounces on the Midnight cookies from Costco. Now, 4 divided by 14 is 0.28, so you are getting 28% of what you could be getting from Costco for only $3 more.
Whether you're a fan, tier sub, or fellow creator, Pokimane isn't going to hesitate when it comes to throwing you under the bus for her own gain, even if it means censoring your channel, getting you banned, or shaming you for not buying her rebranded cookies.